"We decided you're not my type, so we're done," my wife announced in front of her friends, so I said, "Thanks for the group decision," and left while they all panicked immediately. Belle texted asking to meet for coffee. I showed up expecting my wife. Instead, I found her sitting with Kendrick, Sloane, and Zara, all four waiting like an intervention panel. "This isn't working anymore," Belle said. "The marriage, us, the whole situation." Kendrick leaned forward. "Belle deserves someone who actually appreciates her growth journey." Sloane nodded. "Someone who matches her energy." Zara scrolled her phone. "You guys are on totally different wavelengths." I stared at these three women who'd apparently held a board meeting about my marriage. "So this is a group decision?" Belle looked uncomfortable. "I think it's better if we end this before someone gets hurt." "So, who is he?" I asked quietly. The table went silent. "This isn't about anyone else," Belle said. "This is about us not being compatible." "Well," I said, standing up. "Thanks for the group decision. Really appreciate the democratic approach to ending my marriage." I dropped $20 and walked out. Through the window, I heard Kendrick. "See? He didn't even fight for you. No passion, no effort," Sloane added. "A real man would have tried," Zara concluded. "They underestimated the quiet guy who pays the bills." At home, I remembered our shared iPad, still synced to Belle's iCloud. Every text she sent was sitting right there. I scrolled through messages with Cade, the trust fund kid with the Porsche I'd seen at her networking event. 4 months of texts, complaints about her boring husband, plans to meet up, discussions about when she should leave me. I took screenshots of everything. Then I found the group text labeled The Squad. Kendrick: "When are you actually doing this?" Belle: "Just need to time it right. Make sure everything's covered financially." Kendrick: "Public place. He won't make a scene." Sloane: "Thursday afternoon. He'll be tired after work." They'd choreographed everything. The coffee shop, the timing, who would say what. I screenshotted it all. Then checked our phone bill. 5 months of late night calls to Cade's number, texts at 2 a.m. The next day, Belle came by in Cade's Porsche. I'd packed all her stuff in trash bags by the front door. "You threw my belongings in trash bags?" Cade got out. "Let's all stay calm. You've been sleeping with my wife for 4 months." I said. "You take your bags and leave. He stays in the car." She tried grabbing items. "I'm taking the coffee maker, the table. I've got receipts for everything. The coffee maker, bought 2 years before I met you. The table, wedding gift from my aunt." Cade put his hand on her shoulder. "Maybe we should just take what he packed. You've got 30 seconds to get back in your Porsche before I call the cops," I told him. He walked away without another word. A week later, my boss called me in. HR received an anonymous complaint. Allegations of harassment. Creating a hostile work environment. The complaint was dated 48 hours after I kicked Belle out. "This is fabricated," I said. "Until we determine that, you're on administrative leave." My phone buzzed. Belle's number, caller ID hidden. "Bet you regret being such a jerk now. Should have just let me take what I wanted. Actions have consequences." Screenshot. Saved. She'd just admitted to filing a false complaint as revenge. 8 days later, HR cleared me completely. Every single person vouched for your professionalism. I showed them Belle's text. My attorney sent a cease and desist. Between the affair evidence, the false HR complaint, and her admission via text, she had zero leverage. Discovery was beautiful. My legal team subpoenaed everything. Phone records, credit card statements showing hotel charges, the text with her friends planning it all, the HR admission. Judge ruled in my favor on everything. I kept the house, my retirement accounts, she got her car and personal belongings. Her consulting business tanked. Cade ran when court records went public. The friend group imploded. Kendrick got flagged by her company for the coordination texts. 8 months post-divorce, someone pounded on my door. "Belle, drunk, mascara running. I made mistakes. We can fix this." "There's nothing to fix. We're divorced." "You were the only good thing I had." "I've got plans." My neighbor came out. "I've called the police. You're trespassing." My date, Natalie, pulled up. Belle stared at her. "You replaced me already?" "I didn't replace you. I moved on." Police arrived. Field sobriety test. Belle failed. They cuffed her. "You want to press charges?" the cop asked. I looked at Belle in the back seat, the same woman who'd sat in that coffee shop with her friends and announced my marriage was over. "No, just get her out of here."